So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go and just figure that this is going to, it'll be on a delay, not a big deal. You can watch it as it goes. We're just past live, I guess. So you're seeing something that's just a couple seconds old, but I want to at least get that value out there and whatnot. And kind of wanted to talk to you, obviously tonight, about some strategies that have been working for me. If those of you who have been following me, who are friends of me and stuff, have been watching, we're having some pretty awesome success actually, and a lot of that is with Facebook. In fact, here I want to show you something here. I'm going to go ahead and show you part of my screen. What I want to show you is, or basically what I want to ask you is, how would you like to see that on your Facebook every morning? As far as friend requests, how would you like to have all of these people joining you and wanting to be your friend and your lead and to work with you? That's what I know a lot of people are actually looking for, and a lot of people are willing to do a lot of different things for it. There's pay per click ads. There are ways that you can purchase leads. I guess what I'm here to tell you guys today is that I found a way to do this that doesn't cost you any money, and quite honestly, the leads are way more targeted than anything that you're going to pay for. So what I really wanted to do is kind of just take you, and we're going to be really simple about this. We're not going to get into any crazy things. It's going to be a step-by-step simple one way that you can actually start generating these leads, these people who know you, like you, trust you, are willing to listen to your advice and want to join you in business. And so I'm going to walk you through how we do that. Obviously, I don't condone, a lot of Facebook group spamming and things. In fact, if you really think about how you would use a Facebook group, do you ever go on there and actually, follow those links and look into other people's business? Do you ever really, take what they're saying as truth, or do you say, no, they're just spamming another link, they're probably not being successful at all anyhow? And I know, if you're honest, that's probably what you do. I know that's what I do. I go on those groups and there's just hundreds and hundreds of ads. Everybody kind of throwing the same thing out there. Here, join my business. I found a way to make, $2,000 a day and stuff like that. And yet they're taking pictures of themselves, and it's just not professional, and you just don't believe that. So I don't really think there's a lot of success using those groups. This really is a relationship industry. And getting to know people, getting to know their name, getting to know who they are, what they're looking for, if they have a family, what they're interested in doing, what their goals are, things like that, is a relationship thing, and it takes a little bit of time to do. And that's kind of what I'm going to teach you here tonight. I like to liken it to kind of like a train getting momentum. Okay, this might not be the fastest way to get 100 leads in your back office in whatever business that you're doing, but it is the solid way to do it. Because if you're getting all these leads and having to talk them into something that they're not ready for, they're going to be out of your business really fast anyhow. And what we're doing is we're creating relationships, long-term relationships, and building solid foundations for our business. So it's like, again, it's like a train going. It's slow at first, but then once you get that momentum going, this is just going to continue to snowball and get bigger and faster and harder to stop. And that's what we want. That's what I've been seeing and enjoying, and that's why I can wake up in the morning and I can see, between 100 and 200 friend requests just coming to me, asking to be my friend, asking what I'm doing, things like that. So we want to get you started on that path. That's my goal tonight, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm just going to walk you through a process. If you've got a pen and paper, I recommend taking some notes. It's going to be kind of a step process. I'm going to give you a way to stay organized with it so that you don't make some really common mistakes. And then what I would recommend is doing this process every single day consistently. And I absolutely guarantee that if you do this consistently the way that I show you tonight, you will start generating more leads. Absolutely guarantee it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen with you here while you grab a piece of paper and a pen. Make sure I get the right part. Okay, I'm going to close off some chats here. Okay, you should be able to see my Facebook page at this point, and it's delayed, but it should be there. Okay, so the best way to get leads is creating those relationships. But how do you choose who to create a relationship with? Well, Facebook is extremely powerful as far as being able to find people that you want to create a relationship with, people that you have things in common with. And here's I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. And what I do is I use the search bar here, and I am going to look for something that I'm interested in. I'm going to, for an example tonight, a lot of people know who Tony Robbins is. So I'm just going to type in Tony Robbins. Here's his actual Facebook page. So I'm going to go to that page. And then I'm just going to scroll down until there's something that I like that I can comment on and that other people are commenting on. This is actually kind of a controversial post right here. Review your goals at least twice daily. I have a feeling that there's going to be some controversy on here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm always going to make a comment. So I liked his post, and review your goals at least twice daily. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Keep them in front of you all the time. Okay, so I went ahead and commented on there, so people are seeing me. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up all of these comments, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to read other ones that I like. Okay, this is really cool. Jay Buchanan, okay, wrote, I keep my goals written, laminated in my pocket all the time. I read them often. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like his post. I'm going to reply to him. Awesome idea. Use his name. If I can, it's not going to let me. Awesome idea, Jay. So I commented on his post, and then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to right-click his name, and then I'm going to open that link in another tab. So now I have Jay's profile up here. I already know that Jay likes Tony Robbins, which I do. I already know that he has some good ideas. He's taken the time to comment on things. And now I'm going to kind of look at his profile and see if there's anything else that I like. He's got a good picture of him, and it looks like his father there. Doesn't have a lot of personal posts that he's done, but I'm going to go ahead and show you what I would do here anyhow. What I would do is I'm not going to go and friend him right away. I'm going to ask for his permission to friend him, honestly. So I'm going to go over here and I'm actually going to send him a message. And now this here is, I'm glad this actually showed up for Jay's for you here. Because Jay and I are not connected, and because of the settings that he's got in his profile, my message is just going to go right to his other folder, and the chance of him seeing that, very, very slim. And so since he doesn't have a lot of personal stuff on his page here, and since this is going to his other folder anyhow, you know what, I'm just going to click off of that. I liked his comment in here, and that's what I'm going to go with for this point. I'm going to keep going down. I'm going to find somebody else. Here you go. You become what you do repeatedly. I agree with that, so I'm going to reply on that. I liked it. I'm going to reply on it. And these replies can be extremely simple. You don't have to come up with something profound when you're replying with this. As simple as, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do yes, exclamation point, because I agree with him. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to right click his name, open his link in another tab. I'm opening his link in another tab so that I can stay organized here, and I don't have to come back, do that search again, figure out where I was. I can sit down for a period of time and I can go through all of the names in this post, and I know that I don't have to backtrack. Okay, so now here's a really good one. Steve here, I know again he likes Tony Robbins. Looks like he's into some MLM. He's talking about the new year. He's talking about purpose. He's got some really good positive things here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try and message him again. And again, this is going to Steve's other folder. So I don't know if he's going to get it. Let me give you an example of what I would do just in case I can't find one here. I'm not having much luck. Usually they're just one after another here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to comment. I'm going to say, and I'm going to use, sometimes names are a little backwards. I'm not sure if this is Steve Abba or Abba Steve. I'm not sure what his name is, but I'm going to use, I always use their first, the first name that they list first, but I'm going to use their name. Hey Abba, I saw your post on Tony Robbins' site, and so I checked out your page. Looks like you're positive and upbeat like me. Would you mind if I sent you a friend request? I try and spell words right here. I'd like to connect. And I'll click send. And that's all that I'll do time after time after time as I go down this. Let's try and do one more here, real simple. Here we go. I need to start doing this more consistently and develop the discipline to follow through with it. We all do, Philip. And I right click, open him up in another tab. Looks like he's a Cowboys fan. Talking about left and right brains. Got some positive stuff on here. He's an entrepreneur. I think he would be a good contact for me. So again, I would click message. Wow, I'm just not having much luck here today. This one again would go to his other folder. So I'm not going to take the time to do it on the training. But I think you get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm connecting with these people on a level. Everyone is different. I'm not copying and pasting the same thing because people can tell if they're receiving a pasted just photocopy message. They can tell that you're not really interested in creating a relationship. They're already putting up walls ready for the spam, and you're just not going to develop that relationship with them. So that is one way you can do this technique. Now, another way you can do the exact same thing, and I would recommend actually doing both of these techniques while you're going through and growing your network. Another thing that you can use is the graph search here on Facebook. And what you can do is you can get really specific. People who are not my friends and who like, let's go work at home. People who are not my friends and who like work at home. Let's see what this brings up. And just be creative with your searches. You'll click on, this is bringing up articles and stories or posts. We're going to click on the people tab here. We're searching for people. And here it's brought up literally, thousands of people who are not already connected to me and who like work at home. How targeted is that? How awesome. That you have an endless supply. You know what? People don't think that this is a competition to see who can get the most people first because there's only so many people out here. Have a mentality that there are enough contacts here for all of us marketers, and just take the time to do this right. People can tell if you're insincere. People can tell if you take the time. But just look at all of these people here that you can contact and develop a relationship with, a rapport with. It's endless. Have an abundance mentality here. This is more than you could ever deal with, and these people they're free. Okay, we're not paying for leads here. These are free leads. So here's what I do with this one now. What I'm gonna do again, I'm gonna switch these two back and forth. I'm gonna click open again. I'm gonna have another tab open, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on my messages. I'm gonna click see all, okay? And I'm gonna use this search here in this see all. And I'm gonna show you why, because I don't want you to, here's a common mistake is people get multiple messages from the same person, and it shows that they weren't ever interested in that person before. They were more interested in just numbers and spamming people, because they'll get a message one day that says, you know, hey Steve, you know, I saw you on Tony Robbins' site. And then the next day it'll be, hey Steve, I saw you in this site, you know, and I want to connect with you. And Steve's going, this person is spamming me, delete. And that's where you get thrown into jail. That's where you don't develop rapport with people, and that's how you keep your actual network really, really small. So you definitely, I'm gonna show you how I do this. So keeping it real simple, let's take Max right here. He's self-employed. He's working as an entrepreneur. I know that he's not my friend, so I know we've already got these contacts. Here's how I do this. I'm just gonna highlight his name, and I'm gonna Command-C copy that. I'm working on a Mac. I'm gonna click back to this other tab, and I'm gonna paste his name into the search bar. Right now it says that I have not contacted Max before. Showing results, he's not over here. This reassures me that I have not contacted Max before. Now if I had, it's gonna show the comment, and maybe I connected just like I did with Steve there, and he never answered, and I could say something like, hey Max, you know, I contacted you a little bit ago. I'm not sure if you saw my message, but still interested in connecting. That is a lot more professional, a lot more personal, and a lot more sincere than just spamming him without taking the time to check if I've already contacted him here. Very, very important step that a lot of people miss. And if you're doing this every day, okay, and you're gonna be contacting thousands of people, this is a really important step. So make sure that you take that step, okay? So I know now that I have not contacted Max. Again, I don't want to message him from here. I want to actually go to his page, learn a little bit more about him. So I right click his name, open that up. Now you'll notice I've got 3 Facebook tabs open. That's okay. I click on his, learn a little bit more about him. I know that he's doing some health product to MLM. He's doing some the Crazy Cash stuff, which is like a matrix system and everything. So he's got a lot of friends. He's a popular guy. So he's probably doing something right out there. So yeah, I'm gonna zip him a message. So here it's just, you know, hey Max, I noticed that we both like, you know, entrepreneurs and positive lifestyles. Would you mind if I sent you a friend request? I like connecting with other positive people. Hope you're having a great night. Being a little bit personal with that, okay? My message was sent there. Obviously, you know, his settings were different than those other gentlemen's. And then basically what I do is I wait for that, okay? And I move on, and I look for another one. And I just keep going down this virtually endless list of people contacting people. You will not ever get through a list like this in a day, you guys, okay? It is endless. And so what I recommend doing is maybe you know, going through a list like this a couple days and then switching up your search up here. You know, people who are not my friends and who like, maybe we do Eric Worre from GoPro. You know, that's going to bring up an entirely different list. Again, I go over and I click people instead of posts, and boom, I've got all kinds of other people here. Now, if I wanted, I could take this first section of this search out and just go people who like Eric Worre. And what it's going to do, you'll notice, is it's going to actually put the people that I'm connected with first. And so you'll see all of my friends that like Eric Worre first. Just so that you're aware of that. Maybe you want to talk to friends that you haven't talked to for a while about something that you just learned by reading Eric Worre's book, Go Pro. Okay, and so you can reconnect with people that you might not have talked with for a long time. The relationship is about starting the relationship, and it's about maintaining that relationship. And so we want to make sure that we're doing both things right there. And so that's another way that you can use this tool. So that is how I go through those. Again, I highly, highly recommend that you do not go and post just spamming links into these groups. You definitely don't want to be doing that. I want to see now, I know I've got a bunch of people on here. I'm not sure if you guys can do the chat yet. I'm wondering if we're still delayed. I was really looking forward to having some of your questions about how we, some specifics on how we do that. I'm going to talk just a little bit about value, and if this gets to the point where I just asked you about the chat and asking questions, feel free to start putting those in, even though we're delayed, and I will talk about those. But I want to talk to you about value. So now we're talking to all of these people. We're getting these followers, okay? They're not going to follow us if we're not offering them something. They're not going to follow us if our Facebook page is just filled with, you know, politics or complaining or, you know, goofy videos of kittens, okay? I'm sorry if you're a cat lover, but that's just the case. People are looking for some content. And so it is really important that you start to offer that to them. So on your Facebook page, again, you know, if you're following me either on my personal Facebook page or on I'm Doing Well, you'll notice that I'm doing a lot of positive, growth-minded type things, looking at life from a positive direction and helping us to grow as people, and then as entrepreneurs. I'm putting a lot of things out there about, you know, the entrepreneurial spirit and things, and that's my bend, that's my passion, and that's working for me. You need to find, you know, what yours is and draw those people to you so that you can connect with them on a genuine level. So I recommend doing that. Another thing that I highly recommend is, and I can talk to, you know, anybody after this little webinar here more specifically about this, or I know there's a few people who have invited their teams that are working with me on a project. You know, if somebody invited you to this webinar, get back to them about this too. But one of the easiest things and most honestly lucrative things that I've done as far as offering value is with a training platform that I do that has hundreds of hours of free training videos and mindset videos, and I can actually offer this to people for free. And so, you know, I'll meet, I'll go out there and I'll meet somebody like I just did, let's say, you know, like Max, and I start talking to Max and ask Max, what are you doing, Max? And he's like, well, I'm working with, you know, such and such company online, trying to make it so that I can work from home instead of have to go to my regular job. And, you know, so out of, you know, general concern, you know, so how's that going for you, Max? And a lot of times, you know, people are struggling. You know, the statistic is that there's probably, you know, 95% or higher of people who are doing MLM, network marketing, direct sales, you know, the home-based, you know, business industry. You know, 95 or even higher are not making good money doing it yet, and are searching for answers. And so we've got a training platform that teaches people how to do it, and we can plug them into that for free. And so I would just say, you know, Max, you know, I'm not trying to push anything on you here, but I have access to, you know, hours and hours of free videos and training from, you know, documented entrepreneurs who have made millions online. Would you be interested in that? I can get you free access. Well, what do you think Max says? Hey, Max, are you serious? Yeah, definitely. You know, how do I do that? I said, you know, simple. Let me send you a link, and you can log in and just enjoy those videos, man. I really hope they help. They've helped me a lot. How sincere was that? Did I ask him for anything? No. I didn't ask him for his credit card. I didn't even ask for a buck to sign in. I'm like, dude, I'll do this for you, okay? Max appreciates that. And I tell you what, I keep doing things like that for Max. He'll follow me off a cliff, okay? He really would. You know, it is so rare that somebody offers value like that. That people really connect with it, and they really appreciate it when it actually comes their way, and they can sense that you are sincere in that. So I would highly recommend, you know, you start with your Facebook page, you know, putting value on that every single day consistently. Something positive, something of value, something that teaches something that means something to you. And then the second thing is be able to offer your followers some value behind the scenes, whether that's, you know, an ebook that you can give them for free, or if it's access, like, you know, to these training videos, again, which I can get you access to as well. You know, if it's something like that, but be able to give them something and then check up on them. You know, make sure that they know that you're interested, and so get organized with that. And say, you know what, I gave Max these videos, you know, 3 days ago. Let me check back in with Max and see how he's enjoying those videos, see how he's doing, you know, different things like that. So set up, get organized with it. This is not a hobby. You know, it can be a hobby if you don't want to make, you know, a good full-time income from it. But if you're looking to work from home, making a really good income, and I know, you know, a lot of people that I see on this call, I know quite a few of you personally, and I know you want to, number one, get home, you know, and not have to punch the time clock. But I also know that a lot of you are looking to at least make 6 figures, okay? And so you can't treat this like a hobby. And so get organized with it. Create a spreadsheet. I contacted Max. I gave him these videos I need to check back up on. You know, Max was, you know, struggling with some back issues, or, you know, Max had this car problem here that he was worried about getting fixed. So I'm going to ask about that, or whatever. Just be really personable. Take the time to take a couple notes on a spreadsheet or something so that you can be personal with these people. Take the time to be a professional on Facebook, okay? And I guarantee you, I absolutely guarantee you, although it seems a little bit slower than going out and spamming a link to 100 people, okay? If you're talking to 40 people a day, as opposed to spamming a link to 100 or 200 people, you will still far surpass, okay, that other method, because of the relationships that you're building. It'll take, you'll have days where you go out and you talk to 40 people and you contact them. And pretty soon you're going to have days where you just don't have time to contact one like that, because you're going to be answering people. They're going to be contacting you. And it takes a little bit of time, but that's the transition that we want. That is a solid base of Facebook attraction marketing right there. So what I would recommend for you, I think we're still on a delay, and I really apologize. I'm going to see what happened with that, because I was looking forward to your questions, you guys. That was what I was most looking forward to tonight, because that's how I teach best, actually, is when I get some interaction and I get some of your really, really good questions. So feel free to message me those questions if you're connected with me on Facebook. It's just facebook.com/Jeremy Buchholz, JeremyBuchholz. You know, connect with me there. Ask me some questions. I will put together a training. I'll probably contact you, and we can probably talk as well. But I'll put together a training, and we'll talk about those issues, because I really want you to be able to master first this strategy, because it really is, this can be the base of your business. Forget about all kinds of crazy funnels and systems and auto posters and things like that. You guys, they don't work. People have such a high guard up now that's just busy work. We need to do it the right way. Be the exception. Grow a business that is solid, that has a foundation that's going to last. Okay, brand yourself as a person who cares, and I guarantee that you'll be able to ride that wave. Have that following with you, no matter what opportunity, what business you're doing or choose to do in the future. This is the way to start it. And so really master these techniques. take the time to get out and do it. Understand it's going to start slowly. That is fine. Don't get discouraged. The person who stays consistent with it over a period of time is the person who's going to succeed. Okay, so I really wish for you some great success in this. Have fun with it, enjoy it, learn it, stay in touch with me. If there's other things that you want to learn about, please reach out and talk to me. I will do my best. I'll reach back out to you and we'll put together trainings. My goal is for your success. My goal is for you to be able to say, like I do on my Facebook pages and my websites, I want you to be able to say, I'm doing well. So thank you guys very much for being here. Sorry about the technical difficulties and things like that, but we'll get those things cleaned up for the next webinar, and I look forward to meeting all of you. Have an awesome night. Have an awesome holiday. Bye-bye.